Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Charity of Ancho Crochets, and today we're making this slouchy bean. Alright, it's very easy to make, and it's really beautiful, and I'm going to take you through all the steps. So it's for beginners and also for intermediate, so let's get into it. For the materials, like always, I'm always using the Charity brand, South African brand, alright, from Illians. So today I'm going to be using this red, it is called wine, and I'm also going to be using this pink. All right, so the specifications are 4mm, but I'll be using a 3mm because I want tighter stitches. All right, so I'll be using a 3mm instead. So for my first color, I'll be using this pink. All right, this light pink. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a magic circle however you make it. All right, and then we're going to insert double crochets, which is the main stitch of the day. All right, so we're going to make a chain of 2, which counts as a double crochet, and you're going to go ahead and insert double crochets. So for me, I like inserting, I like doing 2, chaining 2 instead of 3, because that's how I prefer. So you're going to go ahead and do however you prefer, whether you prefer chaining 3 or chaining 2. For me, I just chain 2. All right, when I do my double crochets at the beginning of the round or the row. So you're going to go ahead and do your 12 double crochets, and there I am doing my very last one, and I'm going to pull the tail thereafter. All right, so always make sure and you confirm that your double crochets are indeed 12 with the chain 2 or chain 3 as a double crochet. So you're going to go ahead and slip stitch where you started. All right, which is on the top of the chain 2 or on the top of the chain 3, whichever you might have preferred doing from the beginning. All right, so from here I'm going to go ahead and chain 2 or 3 if you prefer. So there I chained 3. You're going to yarn over into the same spot, do a double crochet. All right, and into the next you're going to do a double crochet and another double crochet. So you're basically doing 2 double crochets in each and every stitch, because this is our increase row. All right, so you're going to go ahead in each and every stitch, all right, and insert 2 double crochets each, which means at the end of this round you should be having 24 double crochets. All right, so that's exactly what you're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll do it off camera and come back to show you what is the next step. Here I am completing my second round, and I'm cross-checking my double crochets and they are correct. So I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch, and remember to place a slip stitch in each and every end of the row. All right, don't forget. So we are going to begin our third row. All right, so for our third row, I'm actually going to change colors. All right, I'm going to introduce the wine color, which is the red one. All right, so you're going to go ahead and do that. If you are changing colors too, you can decide to use one color. So you're going to make a knot and attach where you stopped your second row. All right, so you're going to attach. I'm sorry that I'm going off the frame a bit. So then you're going to chain 2 or 3, whichever you prefer. All right, so after that you're going to yarn over, and into the very same spot you're going to insert a double crochet. All right, and do well to conceal all the tails. All right, into the next stitch you're going to insert 1 double crochet. So on the third round, instead of doing 2 2 like we've been doing the previous round, you're going to do 2 1. all right, so you're going to follow a sequence of 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, 1 double crochet per stitch. All right, this is the sequence that you are going to follow. It's very easy, guys. So as you can see, I'm concealing my tail because I don't want it to fly off. All right, so as you can see, it's 2 1 2 1 2 1. That's very easy. That's the sequence you are following for third round. which means that at the end of this third round you'll be having one stitch which you are supposed to insert only one single crochet, only one double crochet, and by that you'll know that you are on the right track. All right, so go ahead and do that. I'll do that off camera and come back to continue. All right, as you can see, I'm left with only slip stitching. Remember to slip stitch at each and every end of the row. All right, so that's our third row. Okay, now we're going to work our fourth row. For our fourth row is 2 1 1 2 1 1. All right, so you're going to chain your 3 and then into the same spot make a double crochet. So because this is the fourth row, we are going to insert one double crochet on the immediate stitch. On the next stitch, one double crochet. All right, that is 2 1 1. On the next stitch you're going to insert 2 double crochets. I hope you understand. All right, one double crochet, the next one double crochet, into the next 2 on each stitch. So that is 2 1 1 2 1 1. Right, that's it. That's just how simple, because this is also an increasing, you're increasing our crown. All right, so that our head can broaden up. Okay, because we want to achieve the standard head circumference. So you're going to do that all the way until you reach the end. Okay, so by the end you should be having 2 spaces to insert one double crochet on each, like you can see. So when you are done with that, you're going to go ahead and slip stitch. So the third row, you are supposed to have 1 stitch left to do 1 double crochet. The fourth row, you're going to have 2 stitches left to do 1 double crochet on each of them, to know that you are on the right track, which means on the 5th you're gonna have to be left with 3 to insert 1 double crochet on each. All right, so we're going to switch colors again, okay, to the pink one. So to do that, I'll just set this one aside, put it aside a bit and pull, because I don't want to join. All right, I don't want to keep on joining and I don't want to carry the yarn throughout. So I'm just going to grab it without cutting it and chain my 3. All right, so after chaining 3 on the very same spot, you're going to go ahead and do a double crochet. All right, that is 2 on 1. Okay, yarn over into the next, you're going to insert a double crochet, another double crochet. All right, so you're making 3 of them. All right, thereafter, that's when you're going to insert 2. So this sequence is a sequence of 2 3, which is 2 1 1 1 2 1 1 1 1, just like that. So on the next, you're going to insert 2 double crochets. All right, and then the next following 3 stitches, you're going to insert 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet on each. I don't know why I keep on saying single crochet. So I'm going to go ahead and insert a double crochet on each and every stitch for the 3 stitches. Then on the next, where it is your increase, you're going to insert 2. So you're going to do that all the way until you get to the end. All right, 2 1 1 1. That's the sequence. So for row number 5, you should be left with 3 single stitches, to do your 3 double crochets on each and every stitch. All right, by so doing, for row 5, you should know that you are on the right track. Then you're going to go ahead and do your slip stitch. All right, sorry that I go off the camera for a bit. All right, I'm really sorry about that. So that's how it looks like so far. So we're going to go ahead and do the 6th row. with the pink because I'm following a pattern of 2 pink, 2 red, 2 pink, 2 red, just like that. So for our 6th, you're going to go ahead and chain your 3. All right, 1 2 3, and into the very same spot you're going to insert a double crochet. All right, from there, all the 4 stitches thereafter you're going to insert double crochets. All right, so it's a sequence of 2 4. All right, that is 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 stitches. All right, so now that I've done my 2, I'm going to go ahead and do 4 double crochets, 1 on each and every stitch. All right, so you're going to go ahead and do that. So you can see, I think by now you can get the pattern or the sequence. All right, so on the next, which is very much visible, that is on the increase point, that's when you're going to do your 2 double crochets. All right, so the next coming 4, you're going to insert 1 double crochet on each and every stitch. All right, so you're going to do that. And my last, now I'm doing an increase, which is 2 double crochets in 1. All right, so that's basically what you're going to do. You're going to do that all the way until you reach the very same point where you started. All right, so we're at the end, and you're going to do a slip stitch. All right, so since there's a slip stitch, we're going to do our 7th, 2 4 6, yeah, our 7th row. So as you can see, that's just how I switch the colors, because I don't want to cut and join or to carry the yarn along. All right, so for our 7th row, that means you're going to go in with wine, which is the red. All right, so you're going to switch your colors, and we're going to go ahead and attach. All right, I'm attaching, and then I'm going to go ahead and chain 3 2 and 3. All right, so the process or the sequence is still the same from the beginning. It's you start with 2, we start with an increase. So I'm going to, into the same spot, insert a double crochet to make it 2 double crochets in 1. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make a double crochet. I don't know why I'm struggling to get through that. Anyway, so from there, the sequence is you're going to insert 5. Right, that is 1 single crochet on each and every. All right, so after my 2, I'm going to do 1 double crochet. Sorry, I said a single crochet, sorry about that. I'm going to insert a single crochet, 5 single, oh Jesus Christ, 5 double crochet, 1 on each and every stitch. Jesus Christ. Okay, whew, that's what I'm going to do. All right, and then on the next, after the 5 double crochets, that's when you're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. That's our increase point. Like, it's visible when you are crocheting, like you can see, like it's very clear, you can see what you're doing. Even without counting, you'd know that this is the increase stitch. All right, so just take note of such things. So you're going to go ahead with your 5 double crochets, 1 on each and every stitch, and then make 2. All right, on 1. All right, so I'm going to do that, and that's just it for round 7. Okay, so you'll do that all the way until you reach the end, and we shall meet there. Take note of my fingers, guys, because this is a voiceover, so somewhere somehow I'll say something that I'm not even doing there, but take note of my fingers. All right, The day I was doing this, it was really noisy and I couldn't control the noise around me. So that's round 7 for us, and normally it would be enough because it measures 6 inches, all right, but there are different head circumferences that would be up to 7 inches. You can go ahead and do another round if you so please. Like for example, in my case also, my client requested that I do hair a little bit bigger because she likes big hairstyles, all right. So I'm going to carry it along to 7 inches. That means I'm going to go ahead and do another round of red, all right, but if not, 6 inches is just enough for a standard head circumference, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and do cover up of 7 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and do 2 double crochets, and on the next 6 double crochets I'm going to insert 1 double crochet on each in every stitch, and then on the 7th, that's when I'm going to do an increase, all right, because that's the coverage that my client requested. As you can see that I'm doing the count, the count check, all right. You are doing 6 instead of 5. The previous we were doing 5, so it's 6 2 6 2 6 2, all right. So go ahead and do that. So I'm making sure that I notice, as you can see, that's the increase point, all right. So at the increase point, you're going to insert 2 double crochets on the same stitch, like it's that visible, because when you're doing this, like you'll notice, you'd really notice if you're a careful person and you take note of the little details, you'll know that this is the increase point. So I've come to the end of my round, all right, and I'm going to do a slip stitch as usual. So my color is balancing right now. It's 2 rows of each color, and it's on 7 inches right now, okay. So that's it. You can also do 7 inches depending on the fit you're going for, and you can see as you fold over also, it still measures up to 7 inches. That means everything is done correctly and it's balancing, okay. So from here, it's very easy. You are going to switch color if you are, and then you're going to insert 1 on each and every until you reach the end, because now we are no longer increasing and we are actually done with our crown or the base of the head. And then now it's just to do the actual picture or the actual structure of the head, all right. So you're going to go ahead and insert 1 single crochet on each and every stitch. So you're going to do your chain 3. Thereafter, on the following stitch, you're going to do a double crochet, all right. The next one also a double crochet. As you can see in the video, I'm inserting 1 double crochet on each and every stitch. We are not increasing anymore. So we actually want our head to curve in and actually form a hat, right? Form a beanie shape. So if you know how to make ruffle heads or any other crochet head, you would know that this is how you start, and now we are forming the head. Like now it's getting real. So it will depend on how long you want your head to be, but from here henceforth, you're just inserting 1 double crochet, like 1 double crochet all the way, all right. So as you can see, our head is curving in to indicate that it's taking a different form or a different structure, all right. As you can see, it's forming some sort of a bowl or a calabash, or it's curving in. I don't know what you can say, but you get me. So it's curving in because you are no longer increasing. That is why, all right. The increase were to make it flat and broad, but now we are limiting it to the size, all right. So we have limited it to 7 inches. it's going to be 7 inches all the way from now. Okay, as you can see. So since the sequence is 2 rows of each color, I'm going to go ahead and do another row with the very same color. All right, and still I'm doing a single crochet on each and every stitch. So from now, this is what you're going to do all the way until you reach your desired length. Okay, until you reach your desired length. And the normal size, it's normally people would make 30 rounds, but depending on the measurements, if you were to use a tape measure, that means your head should be at least 12.5 inches long or 13 inches. All right, unless you want it longer. So I'm saying this in case you're using a different yarn, a different hook size. That is why I'm using a tape measure on the side, so that at least you know the measurement of the base or the crown of the head as to how much it should be. All right, as you can see, when I'm folding the head, it curves in, it curves differently than it was before. All right, than when we were just doing the crown or the base of the head. All right, so as you can see, it's different, it's forming a head now. So that's basically it. You're going to go ahead from now henceforth, it's a repeat. So at the end, and I did 30 rounds. All right from the beginning, and that's enough for me. All right, so I ended with the pink, and as you can see, this is really nice. Like, it's really nice, it's beautiful, it's neat, which is why I used a 3mm instead of a 4mm. So I think it's a good idea for you to go a slightly lower size of the recommended hook. So this is the inside, which is the wrong side of our head. As you can see, when flattened, all right, not stretched, flattened, it measures 12.5 inches right from the top. All right, so this is the bad side of our head, and it's still very neat. Even the inside is neat, which is the right side of our head. So I'm going to go ahead and do the last round, which is not really necessary, but for a neater look and for a better finish, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and do single crochets. I'm really sorry, I'm going off the camera a little bit, so sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and do single crochets on each and every stitch, just for a better, neater finish. All right, and just that I also would like it to finish with a red, because she's a lady, the makeup and you know, so I'm just protecting the look. All right, I'm just protecting the color rather. So I'm going to go ahead and do the single crochets all the way, as you can see in the video. So when I'm done with that, I'm going to go ahead and do a slip stitch. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a slip stitch to indicate the end of a round. Okay, and this is the final and last round. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my cutaway scissor and cut. So I'm leaving a longer tail so that I can be able to weave in, and I'm going to do the same with the pink color also. All right, so I'm going to cut a little bit longer tail, and then I'm going to tie this ends together. Okay, just for more security. Yeah, for more security, to make it more secure, that when she pulls it, oh god, this is very neat. Look at this, it's very neat, guys, it's very neat. Like, anyway, so you're going to tie that so that when she pulls it, trying to style it however she wants, it's still on place, it still stays in place, like, you know. So I'm going to go ahead for another extra security and weave in the ends. All right, so you're going to grab your darning needle, yarn needle, tapestry needle, however you call it. All right, and that's how I insert my tail. I find it easier to do that way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and conceal my end right through into my single crochets. All right, because I'm using the red color. I'm the first color to conceal is the red one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and conceal it however you know how. This is how I do mine. All right, and as always, I would always want to go a little bit back and forth, so that should anything happen, I know my tails are still concealed and secure. All right, so as you can see, I turned my work to go backwards. All right, oh boy, okay, anyway, I'll reinsert. Okay, and voila. Okay, so with that little tail left, I know that it's secure. I'm going to tie a knot. All right, and cut the excess. So I'm going to repeat this very same thing with my pink color. Okay, so repeat the same process. That is if you were using two colors, but if not, it's okay. You obviously have one tail to conceal. So I'm doing the same thing, going forth and also back. All right, and then I tie a knot and cut the excess wool. All right, so this way we are done. Like we are done. This is beautiful and it's neat, guys. Look at this, it's very neat, and I hope this tutorial was very easy to understand. So we're going to turn our work inside out so that we can also conceal the inner tail, all right, that we created when we began the beanie. All right, so I'm going to tie that twice just for more security, and also conceal the tail by weaving in. Okay, it's only the excess that I'm going to cut, because these things can unravel at any point, so you better make it very secure but yet comfortable. There shouldn't be a bump there that your client would feel as they put it on, because that won't be nice. All right, so thereafter, that's when I can cut the excess. So I know should anything unravel, it will unravel at the point of the knot, not anywhere beyond the knot, you know. So the right side out, the wrong side in. I love my work. It looks beautiful, it's nice and easy to make. Look at this, guys. This is amazing, very neat and very easy to make. All right, what do you think, guys? So yeah, this is it. You are done, and congratulations. And to all of you who have been watching and supporting, thank you very much. And I know I haven't been posting for a while because of the festive season, but we are back, baby. We are back, and I hope to try my best. And for our new subscribers, the newcomers, and the loyal ones who've been there since day one, thank you very much, and I really appreciate your support. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. As you can see, this is how a beanie is. It's really nice, it's really beautiful. I just fold it into half. My client will love it. That's what is most important. Bye. Thank you for watching.